And now the music industry is starting to be hit by COVID-19. Pearl Jam, one of the world's biggest rock bands, just announced that it's canceling the first leg of its tour, and that includes stops in both Toronto and Hamilton. And now there's talk that Coachella, one of the world's largest musical festivals, could actually be postponed or even canceled. Music experts we spoke with say this could be just the beginning.
I think that this is going to be an absolute horrible year for the concert and touring industry. And I work in here, and it pains for me to say that.
Alper is a music industry expert who represents several artists.
I've actually got a couple of artists that's looking to postpone their shows right now for shows that are happening in a couple of weeks down the road, only because their audiences are hearing and they're being told to kind of stay indoors. And that makes good health sense. I don't know if it makes good economic sense, but, coming from a humanistic viewpoint, I think that people have to start deciding on, what they're going to go do and where they're going to spend their money and their free time.
The big issue is crowds. While community transmission has been minimal in Canada, there are fears that gatherings of big groups of people could lead to further transmission. But other live events, like the Junos, scheduled for this weekend in Saskatchewan, are still happening. And Ryan Gullen of Sheepdogs fame isn't letting the virus stop his trip to Saskatoon or his band's performances.
But it feels like everything's really being handled well under wraps in Canada, and Canada's doing a really good job of taking care of that. As far as things in Saskatchewan, I think that there isn't a lot of concern as long as people are being careful and washing their hands and things like that. We're just excited for all the things that are happening and to celebrate it.
Has there been any impact on any of your concert dates or any of your tour dates moving forward, this virus?
Definitely something we're being mindful of. At this point, no, everything's going ahead as planned. I know we're going to Europe at the end of May, and there's been some conversation there about things maybe being canceled. But as far as I know right now, not at all. I think we're just moving ahead and just trying to be safe.
And music fans we spoke with say they aren't being deterred from seeing their favorite acts.
I still go to concert. I've got a couple planned already for the next couple of weeks, so it's not going to affect me.
Now, several programs are actually limiting their audience participation and live studio audiences. For example, effective Wednesday, for the first time in recent history, CityLine will not actually have any live audience members in those chairs. They will remain empty. In a statement issued to City News by Rogers Communication, they say the health and well-being of our CityLine team and fans are a priority, and we're taking the necessary steps to ensure their safety. As a result, we are temporarily taping CityLine without a live audience in our studios. We will continue to closely monitor and assess the situation. Now, CityLine is not the only program doing this. We know that both Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune said that they are no longer going to be having live studio audiences, at least temporarily. And we know that some movie premieres have actually been delayed, so Bond fans will have to wait for their latest flick. It was supposed to come out in just a couple of weeks. Now they won't be able to see it in theaters until the fall.